Hi, thank you for joining me in this episode of HR Snippets, a series of micro-learning videos on human resources management. In this episode, we are going to talk about the workforce. The workforce is the most important stakeholder for HR professionals like us, isn't it? So it's very important that we know more about the workforce. And it's all the more important today in the present context when we are living in a VUCA world. In this VUCA world, technology has transformed almost everything. It has disrupted industries, organizations, businesses, and even societies. So, in the context of the VUCA world, what's happening at the workplace and what's happening to the workforce? What are the interesting trends? Let's look at some of them. We have already started seeing four generations working together at the workplace. The baby boomers, Gen X, Gen Y, and Gen Z, all of them have started working together at the workplace. By 2025, 75% of the workforce is going to be millennials. So that's going to change the dynamics of the organizations. What's going to be the role of the HR professional? How is it going to evolve in future? We will see another interesting composition at the workplace. We will see organizations are becoming increasingly inclusive, and we would also see that they're trying to make an attempt to become an equal opportunities employer. So they would recruit or they would encourage the recruitment of people with physical disabilities, LGBTs, people from different cultural backgrounds, people from different countries, people coming from different states from the same country, and so on. So that's going to be a remarkable change, a very, very positive change. We will see another composition of people at the workplace. We would see organizations recruiting full-time employees, part-time employees, contract employees, freelancers, and we will also see people working for multiple employers at the same time. That's going to be an interesting composition of people at the workplace. What additional trends we are going to see at the workplace? We will see that men and machines are working together. Traditionally, men used to work at the workplace and they used to operate machines. But with the advancement of robotics, automation, artificial intelligence, etc., we would see that machines and men are working together. So leaders in the past were used to leading people. They have no clue about how to lead men and machines at the same workplace. That's something they need to learn going forward. Men and women also need to learn how to collaborate with machines. So, what's going to be the role of the HR professional in a scenario like that? With increasing participation of millennials at the workplace is going to become completely different. It's going to be transformed. It will not look like the traditional workplace in factories or in corporations. You will see a lot of fun that has been embedded into the work itself. With the advancement of technology, we would also see a lot of uses of technology by the workforce. We will see the people working artificial intelligence, they're using different technologies to enhance their own experience at the workplace and also to enhance the experience of their customers. There'll be some other interesting trends. The concept of 9 to 5 or 9 to 6 office hours will go away. People will virtually work anytime. Organizations would not be very finicky or too particular about the work timings. They would hold their employees accountable to the goals and objectives. They would not be too concerned about the timings. So the workforce will also become global, virtual, mostly on the go, You will find people sneaking in sometime and working at the airport, at the coffee shop, or maybe at the doctor's clinic while waiting for their turn, for the doctor to see them. So people will be virtually working all the time, at all places. And that's going to be really, really interesting. With technology coming in, there would be need for organizations to upskill and reskill and cross-skill their employees all the time. Virtually, the skills that they have today would become obsolete tomorrow. The knowledge and skills that were required yesterday did not get covered in the university's curriculum. The knowledge and skills that the workforce is using today did not exist a few years ago. And the knowledge and skills that the workforce would need tomorrow, a few years from now, does not exist even today. So that's going to be another very, very interesting aspect of skill building, because organizations would always need to keep pace with the changes that's happening all around them in technologies, in business models, etc. So they would have to really figure out and find a way to upskill and reskill their employees all the time. And because of this constant need to upgrade and upskill, we would see a lot of people in their early 40s or mid 40s are all of a sudden becoming unemployed, because the skills and experience they had has suddenly become irrelevant, and they would suddenly become out of place. So organizations will also have to find a way to train people in that age group as well. So these are going to throw up very, very interesting challenges for the HR professional. We would see emergence of self-empowered teams. Teams would become more and more empowered, and the leadership, the management would expect them to take more decisions. They would expect the teams to run themselves. They would manage their own leaves, they would manage their own timings, they would manage their own rules and regulations, how they engage with the customer, etc. So self-empowered is going to be another interesting trend at the workplace. With the life expectancy going up, we would see that people's retirement age is getting pushed. People will work way beyond even when they're 60 or 65 or 70. That's going to be another interesting trend. With technology rapidly changing, people with niche skills will be on high demand. So it'll become difficult for organizations to retain people with niche skills. These are going to be some of the really, really interesting trends at the workplace and with the workforce. So as human resources professionals, how are you going to prepare yourself for these new trends? What new skills you need to pick up yourself? How are you going to evolve? How are you going to adapt to the changes that you're going to see all around you? Well, we will talk about this in one of our next episodes of HR Snippets. If you want to get notification about these micro-learning videos, do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Talk to you soon. Thank you very much.